Good morning. It's around 9 a.m. I just got done with a good workout. I hit a little chest and triceps workout and whatnot, but I just pulled up to the house, man, and I felt like I needed to record a video, man. I'm just in that mood. I'm in that mode, man. I don't really know what I want to talk to. Maybe something that was weighing on my mind that I've been thinking about this morning is dreaming big. You know, dreaming big. Like dream. Man, set high expectations for yourself, and aim for those high expectations, whether you hit them or not, you're gonna get somewhere high. That's what I was thinking about this morning. I was thinking about dreaming big and not letting anybody stopping you from, or, taking you off course from your dreams and whatnot, like, you don't even got to be telling people your dreams. That's another thing, keep those dreams that you got in private, all those things that you want to work on and you want to come to fruition. All those things you want to work on and come to fruition, man, just keep that in private, man. Keep that in private until it's real. Work in silence, and don't even stress about it, because, people are going to see that work you put in one day. People are going to see all that work you put in behind the scenes. This is going to be all up in front of their face one day. If you stay consistent and keep working, man. But yeah, man, dreaming big, setting high expectations for yourself, and staying positive. Like, I don't believe any dream is too big. If somebody comes to me talking about, they want to do something, whoever it is, if they want to do something and they're passionate about it and they're making an effort towards it, I'm always gonna applaud them. I'm always gonna give them that positive energy and tell them, and give them that confidence or motivation, because I would want somebody to do that with me. Like, I always speak to people from a place where, like, how I treat people how I would want to be treated, literally. So I would say something that I would say. I would do things that I would do, like, only that. So if somebody comes to me talking about a dream that may seem too big to somebody else or may seem impossible to somebody else, I would never sit there and say, that's impossible, bro. I'm never gonna sit there and say that's impossible. You can't do that. Oh, it might be kind of hard. Man, my only thing is, if you gonna say it, put some work towards it. If it's really what you want to do, you could always start something and not like it no more. I've done that. That this whole last year, when I was, I had just graduated high school and it was my first summer out of high school. I had a plan, but then, I let people take me off course of my plan. I was listening to older people. I was listening to the elderly people in my life, and I was listening to just other people in general, man. I was just like, I was confused on what I really wanted to do, but I knew what I wanted to do. You feel me? Like, I knew exactly what I wanted to do, but I was confused as to what I want to do and how I'm going to get there and what path I'm going to take, But now I know exactly what path I'm going to take, and it's just trial and error, bro. Like, I went through a phase where, even saying my dreams and my goals out loud, like, like, even if it's one goal in mind, you say that out loud, you speak that out loud to other people. Now other people are involved in your life. It's basically like you're letting other people stepping into that door, stepping into your brain, and now they get to ask you and give you tips and whatnot. But that's not what you need, man. If you're on a mission, man, and it's your mission, man, you gotta just be on your mission. That's about it. It's not anybody else's mission, man. And I strive off being alone. Like, I really do. I don't need other people around me. I don't even necessarily need my family to be around me, but, because family or not, negative energy is negative energy, bro. That's about it, family or not. I love my family to death. I love my friends to death. But I can't have people pulling me down. I can't have people, trying to have me make decisions basically for them, you know, like basically, you know, I gotta make my own decisions and create my own path. I can't have anybody interfere with creating my own path, you know, so I strive off being alone, and that's all right. You know, there's a lot of people who don't strive off being alone. There's a lot of people who do, but I'm one of those people who, you know, my last resort is asking somebody for help. You know, there's a lot of, I know how to use my resources, and I know how to find solutions and problem solve, you know, by myself but I'm never afraid to ask for help. If it ever gets to a point where I need some help, and I feel like, you know, I got somebody that will be able to help me, I'm never afraid to make a call or hesitate to make a call. But that's my last resort, though. Like, you know, if I can figure something out myself, I damn sure will figure it out myself. And that's that, man. But that just goes along with, you know, dreaming big, man. You know, dream big and work towards it, man. And aim high. Aim high, man. And understand that, you know, people will talk. That's a part of life, bro. People talk. The same way you talk about other people. People are probably talking about you, you know? And that's just life, for real. But you have to do you at the end of the day. You have to do you, you know? I'm speaking to myself, but I'm also speaking to other people. Like, you know, I'm real life living these things that I'm talking about in these videos. Which is why, you know, they just come in my brain. I say what's weighing on my mind, and today this is what's weighing on my mind. You know, like dreaming big and working towards those dreams, those goals. Just staying consistent and putting your head down. And once again, you know, like I just said, people will talk. People will talk, and it hurts coming from family. But you gotta realize at the end of the day, it's like, family or not, they're still a human being. A human being has their own emotions, their own thoughts. You know, and not everybody will think the way you think. Not everybody's gonna think the way that I think, you know? You know, like, not everybody understands me. Like, you know, like this summer, I'm not even gonna have no summer. You know, like, having fun is gonna be my last priority. You know, and I'm redefining what fun is, you know? Like, fun to me is, like, I just got up and I went to go work out in the morning, waking up early, going to the gym, you know, doing my stretching, man, reading a book, you know, watching a few YouTube videos if it comes down to it, meditating. You know, fun to me is focusing on myself, man. Like I'm telling you, like I strive off being alone. That's what's fun to me, man. Being in my own lane, being in my own personal space, and being grounded, man, and making sure I'm positive. Making sure I'm staying positive, getting my mindset right, you know, like that's what's fun to me, you know. Yeah, there's another side of fun to me where, you know, I want to spend time with friends and go hang out and whatnot, but that's not as fun as being alone and doing those things that I do myself, you know. That's not as fun to me, you know. And that's that. Like, you know, like I was having a talk with a good, like, you know, my cousin, man. He's a good family member of mine, you know. We grew up together, man, and he was telling me, like, he's taking a trip in Hawaii this April, you know. And that's next month, you know. April's coming up. That's in a few days, man. It might be I don't even know what date it is now. It might be April 1st, you know. But he was telling me, you know, he was taking a trip to Hawaii in April, and he wanted me to come with him. And at first I agreed, but then at first that's something I wanted to do, but April's too soon, you know. At the end of the day, first, April's too soon, and, you know, I need to get my priorities are straight, but I need to get them straighter, you know. You know, I could definitely be okay and go on that trip in April, but I have a goal for this year. You know, I have goals for this year, and I'm more worried about focusing on those goals than taking a trip to Hawaii and, you know, and setting myself back a little bit and not being as focused. You know, so like, you know, like when I had told him, you know, not everybody's gonna understand you. You know, when I had told him, you know, this isn't what I want to do, and told him why, you know, this is not what I want to do. You know, like I told him, man, you know, this is something we can do next year maybe, but this year, you know, I'm all for my goals, man. You know, like I don't got time to be taking no trips or none of that, man. Like that's not something I want to do. Like, you know, I could definitely make time for that, but that's not what I want to do. You know, I got to get things in order and really grind. You know, like I know where I want to be by the end of this year, you know, and I can definitely get there if I make sacrifices, and that's making a sacrifice right there, you know. And he was sitting there, and he was basically trying to help me figure out a way to go, you know. But I knew I didn't want to go. There was no helping me figure out a way to go. I had ways to go, but, you know, financially I'd be stable enough to go and I'd be okay. But it's all about making those sacrifices and where I want to be. I know exactly where I want to be by the end of the summer, and even when the summer starts, you know, like there's places I want to be 2 months from now, and taking that trip next month would set back my progress. And he had told me, you know, he had said something along the lines of, you know, you need to get your priorities straight. Just as help though, not no negative talk. He was just telling me, you know, boom, get your priorities straight. He was trying to help me come up with a way financially to, but he doesn't understand that I had to let him know, like, not taking that trip and making that sacrifice, that's making that, you know, that's having my priorities straight. You know, like, it's not about anything financially, you know. I could definitely take that trip and be all right. But it's more about, you know, where I want my money, where I want my money to be going, you know, where I want my energy to be going. You know, I want my energy to be going towards my goals. I want my money to be going towards my goals. You know, I have financial goals. By the end of the summer, I want to be at a certain point. By the end of the year, I want to be at a certain point. And, you know, like taking trips this summer, this year alone, is setting me back. You know, it's not something I want to do. Like, my whole thing is, I can make these sacrifices now to take these trips later, you know. That's my thing, you know. And I had another best friend who came to me talking about an end of year trip going to Mexico, end of this year in December or something, and he had tried to convince me to get there and whatnot. But, like, you know, that's money that I'm going to have, but not money that I'm going to want to spend, you know. Like, not everybody understands that. They understand it, but not everybody is willing to make that sacrifice. That's where, you know, I step in, and that's where I'm different, man. I'm willing to make that sacrifice, man. Like, when it comes down to it this summer, you know, man, friends want to be kicking it all night and smoking weed and shit like that. Like, that's not going to be me on a consistent basis. You know, that can be you on a consistent basis, but no, my mind on a consistent basis is going towards my goals in my future, man. That's it. That's what I want to be thinking about. You know, it's not no, I'm dwelling about the future, I'm dwelling about my goals. No, that's what I want to be thinking about so I can get there, man. I know I can see progress. I just know it, man. You know, dream big and make sacrifices. That's about it. And, you know, all the people in your life that are trying to, you know, take you off your path, because that's about it. You know, everybody has their own movie, man. And everybody has their own cast in the movie. Like, your life is your movie for real. You know, my movie and your movie, you know, on your path and in my path, man, there's characters stepping in and stepping out. You know, there's people coming in saying things and whatnot, saying negative or being positive. You know, that's just how life is, man. You either let it take you off course or you don't. you know. And there's times there will be times where you feel like you want to be taken off course, but that's when you gotta tap in and just be like, man, either way, man, like, you gotta realize that person's not on your level. You know, that person's not on your level. You know, that person, you know, them trying to take you off your course and being negative and whatnot, whether they realize it or not, it's like, you know, that shows that they're lower than you are. Unless that's the type of person, unless you're the type of person to do what they did. But I'm guessing you're not if you're watching this video. You know? You gotta realize, you know, other people think differently. Not everybody was blessed with the way you think. Everybody has their own goals. Everybody. Even the person that was being negative, talking to you and saying things and saying something that might take you off your path, they had somebody saying things to them to take them off their path. And that's what I'm saying. They might be saying something to you because they had somebody there to take them off their path, and now they're jealous. Boom. They see you're on a certain path and on the right path, and now they don't want you to get somewhere where they weren't. Get somewhere. They don't want you to get to somewhere where they haven't been, you know. Get to somewhere they couldn't get to. And that's that, man. You know, that's life, bro. Like, people would really try to like take you off your path out of jealousy, out of spite. But that's what makes you so great. You're gonna be the one that just comes out, pops out, and just, nah, forget that. You know, forget all that. You know, you can say whatever you want, but I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I'm still gonna do me. You know? That's it, man. I don't care what you have to say. You know, I'm doing the things that are best for me. Only you know you as well as you do. And if you don't, I would take the time to really find yourself. I would really take the time to find yourself, and that's, you have to. You know, on this path, you're going to find yourself. But you gotta make sure my bad. You gotta make sure you really look within. You know what you want. You know what you like. You know what you don't like. You know what brings you positive energy. You know what brings you negative energy. You know who to surround yourself with, who not to surround yourself with. How to manage your time, how to manage your goals. You know, just manage yourself. Be your own boss, man, before you're really your own boss. Be your own boss before you're really your own boss. Control your life, control your destiny. You know? Yeah, man, I don't really think I got much else to say, man, but that, you know, what's crazy is, you know, that this video that I started that was supposed to be a short video, every time I start a video, it always ends up being hella long, man. This is 19 minutes. You know, but this is 19 minutes of just me preaching. I don't even want to call it preaching for real. Like, you know, this is just 19 minutes of me getting my mind right. This is positive energy for me. Positive energy for me, you know, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this helps me, you know, killing two birds with one stone. You know, like, I'm recording these videos as like a meditation type thing, as like something for me, just because, you know, I overthink. You know, not even necessarily overthink, but I have things weighing on my mind. You know, I need to let them out. And, you know, you feel that feeling in your body when you got something going on in you. You feel it in your body, and you gotta let it out. You know, you just gotta speak. You know, that I don't like to avoid my feelings. that's what I'm saying, getting to know yourself, man. Getting right with yourself. Be okay with being alone. You shouldn't always need somebody there. If you're feeling alone when you're alone, you gotta get comfortable with that feeling, man. Man or woman. You gotta be able to be comfortable alone. You gotta be able to have things you want to do alone. You gotta be able to have fun alone. You do. Because at that point, it's like, you may be keeping around some bad energy just because, you're afraid of being alone and being afraid to attack your thoughts, listen to your thoughts. You can't be afraid to think, bro. You can't be afraid of your own thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like, even your thoughts, even your thoughts, man. Like I was saying about people and the negative energy, man, trying to take you off your path. Like, even your thoughts, they'll come up and try to take you off your path, man. And it's on you. It's on you to release those thoughts. And realize that thoughts are just thoughts at the end of the day. Your mind goes from one place to another all day, every day. It just races and races. But you gotta be able to control your mind. And when it starts thinking about some negative shit or some shit in the past that makes you feel in a negative light, something that just gives you negative energy, something that just takes you off your path, man, that takes your energy away, man. You may be having a good day and you just think about some bullshit. Something negative just pops in your head, man. You gotta let it out. You gotta turn that negative into a positive. You gotta realize, whether it's, the devil, if you believe in God, the devil is trying to come get you and take you off your course, or if it's the universe that you believe in, man, the darkness is trying to come get you and take you off your course, man. Stay on that light side of life, that positive side. Make that negative side be something you just tap your foot in, man. You're swimming in the positive side, you tap your foot into the negative side. Okay, boom, let me get back to swimming. And it's not going to be instant sometimes. Sometimes you got to sit here and talk the way I'm talking to yourself. You got to sit here and just talk it out. Talk it out, man. You got to be able to talk things out with yourself. And that's if you don't got nobody comfortable to talk things out with. But even then, you got to have somebody that you really trust for them to be in your brain like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody, I can't let everyone into my brain, I can't. So I have no problem. I have no problem speaking to myself. Enjoying time with myself, man. I'll take that over anything, any day. Alright, man. I'm out of here. Until the next time, I got something weighing on my mind. I'll see you guys then. But right now, this 24 minutes is over, man. I'm done talking, man. Unless I'm not. Nah, I'm done talking. Let me get up out of here, man. Alright. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your night. Whenever you're watching this, man, all positive energy to you, man. Attack your goals, dream big, and don't let anybody take you off your course or your path. That's it. I'm out.